Hello guys and welcome to my video 22, and in this video we'll continue from the last video, okay, to build our CRUD. And at this time we are building a script to insert some data into our MySQL database. Okay, so we have our insert.php file and our form.php with the form. Okay, and let's build the script, okay, to insert some values from the form. Okay, so to start we have to give some variables to get the values. Okay, and those values will be stored in our variables that I'm gonna give now. So let's type the first variable, name, equals, and you remember that we already used this global variable from PHP, which is post. Okay, and this will get all the variables you want. Okay, and we have the first value that we want to get from our form is the name, right here, name. Okay, so let's type here name. The second one is email. So let's type here email, and the third and last one is the password. Okay, now let's type an if statement. Okay, and inside the parenthesis the condition is going to be if name, variable name, and okay, you know that this symbol here means and if name and email and password, do this or else do that. Okay, so basically this means that if name, email and password exists, okay, if we have posted name, email and password, okay, the three, we want to do or execute this code here that I'm going to write now. And the code is MySQL connect, which is one of the syntax that we use in MySQL. MySQL connect, and this will connect you to the database, okay, the MySQL database. And now between these parentheses and between double quotes we have to type the name of the server, which is localhost, the password, which is root. You'll have, if you're using XAMPP, probably you have this password root. Okay, so you can type root the same as I did here, and at the end you can leave this as nothing. I think this is not the password, this is the user. So this is the name of the server, localhost, this is the user, and this would be the password. But if you're using XAMPP, you don't have any password, so you can leave that blank. Okay, just type two double quotes there. Okay, just type the same as I did here. Okay, and end it with semicolon. Don't forget that. Now another line that we have to do is, oops, I forgot here. First we have to type after the parenthesis or die. This means that if PHP can't connect to the server, it will give you an error, okay, and it will cut the connection. So let's type. You can type here whatever you want. Let's type. We couldn't connect, or something like that. And now let's type the second line, which is MySQL select. This is another syntax from the MySQL code. MySQL select DB. If you want to check out all the syntax, okay, from the MySQL, you can go to the web3schools.com, okay, or you can search in Google, okay. You can search for SQL or MySQL syntax, okay, or functions, okay, because basically these are functions, okay. You see that MySQL select database, and then they have the parentheses, so this is a function, an SQL function. So you can search that if you want to search and see all the functions available that you can use to queries or to insert or whatever you want to do in the database. So let's go on, let's proceed. MySQL database, MySQL select database, and this is where you have to type between the parentheses and between the double quotes the name of the database. And you remember what the name of the database we used is test site, right? Okay, so now we are connected to the database test site, and here let's type as MySQL query, and pay very attention now because you can't mess up this. We have to type between double quotes, we have to type insert to and the name of the table, okay. Remember that the name of the table is users, okay. So let's type users, and now open and close parentheses, and inside the parentheses we have to type the names of your fields, okay. Let's see that once again. The fields are name, email, and password, okay. You shouldn't have this because you don't have, these are some other examples that I did before, but you should see something like this by now, okay. Name, email, and password, okay. So we have to type name, email, and password, the three fields that we have in the table. So name, comma, email, comma, and password, okay. But that you have to type them with the same order that you have those on the database. Now let's proceed, and after the parentheses let's type values, okay. And now values, after values, parentheses again, and inside parentheses pay attention, you have to type the symbols here, and between those symbols the variable name, comma, those symbols again, the variable email, comma, and the variable password. That's right, okay, with the same order. So these values, what we are saying here is we are making a query to MySQL. So this is a built-in function, okay, or syntax to MySQL. It's a query, and then we say insert to table users in the fields name, email, and password, the values that are stored in the variable name, email, and password. And those values are here, okay? Whatever we post in the name, in the email, and the password. Okay, guys? Here, okay? Post name, post email, and post password. So that's how we are going to insert into our database using PHP. Okay? And double quotes, parentheses, and it's with semicolon, and I think that's it. And I think that's all. Now let's just type here another thing saying registered, or yeah, let's say registered equals registered is a new variable that I'm typing now. You can name the variable whatever you want, and that variable will hold a function of the MySQL that gives us the numbers of the number of data that was registered into the database. Okay, if you didn't understand this, just wait a second, you will. Okay, let's type MySQL affected rows. Okay, this means that the rows that are affected in MySQL, and that's it. You don't have to type anything else, and you just have to type here echo and type echo, and here you'd have to type registered, and let's type after registered was inserted. Okay, you can end that with a semicolon. Now in the else statement we have to type an echo in the case that we can't connect or we failed to connect to the database. So we can type here sorry guys, the else statement will give you this code will run in the condition that any or one of the values are not complete in the form. So if we type a name, an email, and forgot to type the password, this code will run. Okay, if any of the values that is in the form is not complete, this code is going to run, and we're gonna say echo, you have to complete the form. Let's save this, and basically I think that's it. Let's run this. Okay, this is the form. Let's type my name, Victor. Let's type an email, whatever email you have. 1 2 3 4 5. Register. -1 was inserted. Something is wrong. Okay, guys, I found what the problem was, and here and where I typed insert to is not to, is into. Okay, so copy that. Now save that, and let's try the form. Oops, let's refresh first. Let's type Victor, an email, and a password 1 2 3. Register. 1 row was inserted. Beautiful. Okay, and let's see now. Refresh our database, MySQL database. Let's go to users, click there, and you should see your row. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm running out of time. See you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.